Okay, we're back. Now, this German speedboat, it is 1/35 scale, as you can see, and you actually screw it together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 screws. Small ones. And you screw from the other side as well. Now, this is Italeri model. You can see it, you saw it on the box. And if you didn't, hang on a second. There. And I don't know why. See if we can zoom in on that. So we have 1, we have 2, we have 3 gun crews and a command crew. I haven't found a, should we say, an appropriate crew to this. It's big, and if you do the job right, theoretically you could actually make this radio controlled, because the propeller shaft, if we tilt you on the side, or if we do it like this, as you can see, the propeller shaft actually goes straight into the body. So I can, if the light is just right, I can actually see straight in here. There's a neck, but there's gonna be a lid on it, so I'm not too worried. There's a neck, but it's from the sprue. So you're gonna watch me take this apart now. Starting at the end, taking these off. This part is actually loose, so you have to glue that on. Now this screw in front of the, should we say, command position, actually screws through this in the hole and onto this. So it sits like this. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, this one actually sits like this. Then this screw comes down here. Nothing important. And now I'm actually going to open this box because I need that was the conning tower. Don't worry. A bit of Swedish here. Nope. Otherwise I used to say Los Fido. And we'll put this to the side. And as you can see, you actually get a piece of rope, string, and in my case, a bent screwdriver. Actually, I was the one that bent the screwdriver. So, sometimes you're lucky, sometimes you're not. In my case, I'm not lucky. There, and we can start putting these things back in here again. Oh yeah, I'm gonna show you this. A lot of photo etch, and they're clearly marked. Now, you can clearly see it says Italeri on the stickers. I'm not gonna put those stickers on. I'm going to be forced to cut that out. Sure, sometimes it might be fun bragging about who made the model or which company, but in that case it should be on a small sign on the side of the stand and the model itself. And we twist you a bit. Now there are a bit different screws here, so when you put the model like this together, you really need to watch what kind of screws you use, because if you use too long screw out here, it's gonna stick up too much. Sorry. And you should, yeah, there. Now I should just, yes. Sometimes they make the models clever, sometimes you just wonder what the hell were they thinking. So this is the inside of the model, and if we take it off the stand, I actually just snipped this off the spruce last night before I went to bed at about 2:30 in the morning. And these suckers are long. Where's my apple? There. There's one. Now, when I finally start putting this thing together, to add a bit more stability, I'm actually going to glue in here. So these, even if the screws come loose, these plastic rods shouldn't. And the first time you open this box, I'm going to show you one of the you actually get tiny bolts that you need to put in this inside these. If we flip this upside down, get better access. Now, this is where I told you, use the right screws, because this one barely goes through. If you use too long, it's gonna stick out on the other end. And if we can find one of those that's too long, this one actually. And if you can see, there are actually two versions of the screws. So if you use too long, it can actually puncture through, as you can see. And yeah, I actually did that bolt on 3 places here last night, but I managed to correct it in time. And this model, sometimes it wants to fool you with a hole you think you're gonna put a screw in, but you're not. Like see this part, for example. You're not gonna put a screw in here. And these parts, they haven't forgotten to do the hole, but depending on what's supposed to be on this, I might actually make additional holes and buy additional screws, because I want to be able to screw this on, not just glue it. Because if you glue, you need to take off this entire upper deck instead of just the center hole. So that's a bit of a bummer. And I actually thought you had to screw something back here as well, but you don't, so that's at least one piece of good news. And the only thing holding this together right now is actually the stubbornness of these. So if I just pull a bit, they come loose. One left, then I can pull this apart. You can see it starts to come apart already. There was the last one. And now, yoink. And we got half-half. Inside the box. Inside the box. No, I glued these, so we can't look inside. Instruction book. I'm actually going to show you. And we close the back and in the box. Here. As you can see, or if it is a bit too, there, 8 3mm bolts. Rope, I don't know what you call, I call them screws, but these are, these are screws. I don't know what you call these, but they all use a Phillips screw, not an ordinary one. So the parts for the stand is, you take two of these, these two, and now these two. And as you can see here, if we go in, here you actually see how they tell you to mount the units that have put the pieces together. Both halves, I should say. So I made it about this far and used the upper and lower deck, so well, I call this the lower upper, and you have the command unit here. So that's well, now you've seen me take down one of my models, and well, that's about it for this time. Bye.